Hey guys, welcome to the next part in Let's Play Football Manager 2015 with Derby, and this is the season review for 2023-24 season. Lads, we're in the Champions League. I don't believe it. Quite astonishingly, we've managed to grab third place this season. It's only my second full season in charge. Been here for two and a half years, and see, I told you this team has really good players and potential. It's just they needed a sort of kick up the arse and a sort of spin in the right direction, I guess. 73 points is not to shirk at all. I mean, Man United again back to their old dominant selves. I mean, 102 goals is just ridiculous. I mean, look, to shift 10 goals of them, 10 of them were against Hull. I mean, for God's sake, So we were never really going to match that. But we got close. 87. We got 87 goals. It's impressive. Admittedly, we shifted the fair amount as well, 57. But as I say, that's not as much as we did at Aston Villa. It's not as much as we have done in the past. And I think that number is slowly going to go down, especially if you consider the fact that Manchester City, they're just outside the Champions League places, conceded just 6 less than us. And Chelsea actually conceded the same. As I said, Chelsea on a downward slope, just 1 point ahead of Huddersfield. You have a really irritatingly good team. Players like Kenneth McElvoy, Conor Cody, is another Cook. Oh, there's too many Cooks on this game. Right, so Newcastle down in 15th, their momentum, or the momentum I created for that club has now just gone completely. It's disappeared. I mean, yeah, you still see players like, who have we got? Calvin Miller's still there. There's Jack Carr. Really good players still, but Slaven Bilic clearly not doing anywhere near as I could. Champions League. Hang on a minute. They won the Europa League. That's correct, yes. Newcastle won the Europa League, so obviously that wasn't us, but it doesn't matter because we're in the Champions League anyway. So, of course, that is, if you've forgotten, of course, that the winner of the Europa League now has a guaranteed place in the Champions League, which I completely agree with. One of the few things UEFA has actually done well for once. I don't think there are any transfers or early summer transfers to come through. No, I think, I've got rid of Carl Jenkinson, that too. He's gone to Everton for free just because he's just absolute garbage. I mean, he's awful. He really is poor. The only player actually that I've brought in here is a young man called, a wonderful name, called Darko Vuko. I want to name my son Darko because that's a lovely name. 16 years old, has really good potential. He's 6'5". That's ridiculous. And he's 18 heading, 16 tackling, 18 determination. Obviously, a lot of the stats are going to improve. But he looks good. I'm going to let him settle for a year or two, and then hopefully either send him out on loan or assimilate him into the first team. So let's see how we did at everything we've done then. So where did I leave you? I think it was the Norwich game. So we continue with a 1-0 victory over Brighton. Patrick Roberts with the only goal of the game. We managed to also beat City. Santa Maria grabbing his first goal for the club. Lingard again with another great rating. And Michael Hector, of all people, rounding it off there. It was 3-0 in fact at one point. Poyet having a good game if you look at the ratings there. Shane Duffy again. But here's Santa Maria's first goal. Classic poacher goal. And not a debut goal unfortunately, but still, nevertheless, it's always good to get off the mark. Where were we? I've lost my place, damn it. There we go. Okay, Aston Villa. We went back to Villa Park and shifted 6 goals past Aston Villa. We also conceded 4, but my God, this was a mad game. Lingard's with 2, Mahoney with 2, Gallio and Hector again scoring. Madjek here, Cedric Madjek, the Cameroonian international, with a hat-trick. Not often you see players score a hat-trick and still lose. But look at that, Lingard and Gallio there with 9 ratings, Mahoney on an 8.9. Let's see, Cook on a 7.3, Hector on a 7.2, Juan Terbe scoring there. A lot of people tell me he's probably not as good as I think he is, and I probably have fell for the hype of it, and I probably have. But, yeah, I like him, he's a good player. let it be. Come on, let me enjoy him. Then the next game we went to Kiev and got an away goal, and Rocco Gallio again scoring to give us that away goal in Kiev, taking it through to the next game, which we won 3-1. 3-1. Duffy, Mahoney and Santa Maria with the goals. They got one away goal, but unfortunately that was never going to be enough for them. And we go through to the second knockout round. In between those games, we had a 3-3 draw against Everton. Jeffries, Bentaleb and Gallio with the goals. Sam Gallagher, I think he is an Everton youngster, I believe. Oh no, he's not. I'm talking absolute rubbish. He plays for Millwall or Fulham. I can't remember which one there. But he seems to score quite a lot of goals for Everton. No, I take it back. He doesn't. It's him and Galloway. Sorry, it's Gallagher and Galloway. I'm thinking of this guy. That's right. Everton youngster signed 1.5 million from MK Dons, and he seems to have kicked on at Everton and done really well. And Joel Weitman here, the Dutchman. I'm sure he scored against me before, like quite a big goal against me, and he's done it again here. Look at that. 85th minute, thought we'd won it. Jeffries with the winner. Bentaleb did finally score a penalty. So he's not as shaky as you think. So that was 3-3. It's points, I suppose. But what can you do? Should have really won that. Lingard providing the winner then in the next game at the Brian Clough Arena. So both clubs are happy with that. In the 87th minute. Oh God, this was satisfying. Diego Poyet with a man of the match performance. Santa Maria and Gallio not that useful up front. Forest arguably were even the better team on the day. But when you have quality in your team like Jesse Lingard, 87th minute, on the spot, 1-0, victory in the East Midlands derby. Brian Clough Cup is ours again. We then played Hull 3-2, Keith Jeffries with 2 and Gallio. See, Jeffries now starting to get into a bit of form here. Next game in the Europa League was against Vitesse, 3-1. Santa Maria with 2, and Callum Cook, I think, scoring his first goal. We'll show you that. This was a lot harder than anticipated. They, in fact, even got an away goal and took the lead. I was quite concerned until Santa Maria equalised, and then Callum Cook rounding off, and that just gave us a little bit of daylight, just a little bit. Made me a lot more confident then going into the second leg in Holland. Here is Cook. Lingard taking it on, and lovely snap finish from Cook. Yeah, first goal for Derby. Where are we? For some reason, I go back and it takes me to the top. I don't know why it does that. We then again had another draw in between the two Europa games. 2-2, Stuart Perry saving our bacon with 2 goals. And away points, not too bad, I suppose. And 2-2 was the return leg as well in Vitesse. Santa Maria with 2 goals. You may be wondering where Saramago is. Of course, he broke his leg, you may remember, so he should be coming back around this time, so I expect to see his name start to pop up soon. But that was enough. That led us to a 5-3 victory on aggregate, so that takes us through to the quarter-finals of the Europa League. Swansea. Unfortunately, we lost 1-0 here. Cook went off injured, and I don't know what it is about bloody Swansea. I just don't know. Saido Berahino, and once again, a victory. Becky Barbo having a good game against me. There's a load of really irritating players in this. Players that can just really get on your nerves. Players like Berahino, players like Piazzin, players like Barbo. I don't know what it is, but he is my absolute utter bogey player. And I just can't stand it. Just frustrating the hell out of me. Anyway, moving on. A really difficult tie here. This was probably the hardest tie we could have got. And it was Napoli, who are managed by Zizou, of all people, Zinedine Zidane. And this player here, the key player you see, Stefan Lang, is the top goal scorer, or was at the time at least, of that game, the top goal scorer in the Europa League competition. So Santa Maria got 2, Damare Gray with another off the bench, kept us in it, but Napoli had 3 away goals, and that was quite concerning. And unfortunately, they were simply just too much, as we lost 2 games on the bounce at 3-2. So you can see in a lot of goals here. We'll come back to that one in a second. So unfortunately, we're not going to get any further in the Europa League after we got knocked out 6-5 on aggregate. Fortunately, lost to Southampton. 2 horrible little bogey teams back to back there. I don't know what it is about Swansea and Southampton. It's just they're 2 really horrible mid-table teams that They're like, so I've always used this analogy. They're like Aston Villa now. They only have one reason to exist, and that's to take points off teams above them. They'll lose to everyone below them, but then they'll just sneak a point off, off Chelsea or off City, and then they'll beat us at Anfield, and then they'll take another point at the Emirates, and then they'll somehow beat Man United at Old Trafford, and you're just like, why do you exist? Fuck off, Villa. Anyway, so I'm sure everyone else finds it very, very amusing, those who don't support a top six club, but there you go. Yes, that's what Southampton are. Their team, as I say, I've mentioned loads of times, they have a really good team. Players like Daley Blind, Ergus Case, Harry Wilson, Harry Kane, Ryan Kent, what's he called? Michael Keane. Really good team. Probably should be doing a lot better than what they are. If I'm being honest, they've got a really, really good team. But then, this Napoli game. Unfortunately, we felt the full force of some of these players. Stefan Lang, as you saw, I think he scored in the last game actually. But that was it there. Ludwena with the 84th minute goal. This guy is a very impressive player. Mario Pugliese, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. Italian player, plays for Man City now. As you can see, they've just bought him so far in the summer window. 28.5 million, quite ridiculous. And yeah, he tore us a bloody new one. He was very good. 7.2 rating on the day. I don't think that Lang actually played here. They've also got Sirigu. So yeah, unfortunately, they were just too much for us in the end, and we crashed out of the Europa League. So there you go. I'm happy with the quarterfinals. I'll take that. And then it was just down to us then just to finish off the season in a positive fashion and guarantee ourselves some Champions League football, and that's what we did. As we got draws, 1-1 draws at Newcastle. Newcastle. Diego Poyet with a goal and a 7.7 rating. A 1-1 against the future champions in Man United. Rocco Gallio with the goal. Our last victory of the season came with the Hawthorns as we twatted West Brom 4-1. Mahoney, Cook, Gallio and Duffy with goals. 2-2 against Liverpool, Gallio with 2 more goals, and then lastly our final game of the season at the Emirates. Quite a difficult game. Santa Maria did score, unfortunately. Shane Duffy scored an own goal, and Aaron Ramsey put the nail in the coffin in the game and gave Arsenal 3 points. That pushed them ahead of us. It was basically a second place playoff, that one, and unfortunately they had too much for us. So you're probably looking now at player stats. Who finished top goal scorer and all that? Kennedy again. Guy's just a beast. I've described Kennedy as a beast in about four times now in these videos. I apologise for saying the same old words, but he is very good. Berardi there at top. Julian Brandt playing for Arsenal. Really good winger. Can also play up front a bit. Bargain as far as I can see at 19.5 million. Don't know what Wolfsburg were thinking. I can only assume he wanted to leave. There's no other reason why. Raheem Sterling though at 17. Then comes Mahoney on 17. Very, very impressive all season here. Let's have a look. He got 18 goals in all competitions, 25 assists. 20 of those coming in the league. He finishes top assist maker of the league this season. Very impressive. Diego Poyet there in 4th for the average rating. There's Lingard on the top goal scorers, 15. For the season, Mahoney 6th player of the matches. Lingard with 13 assists, making him 3rd assist maker. Just all round mightily impressive. Gallio also in there with 16 goals. Just really, really impressive stuff from these players, and I'm very, very happy with them, and they've done a really good job. So there we are then. Champions League. I cannot possibly know how we're going to get on here. As you can see, the board expectation is to reach the group stage, in which we already have done. And, well, I suppose they just want us to enjoy it. So that's what we're going to do. And you're now bang up to date. So thank you very much for watching indeed. I will be back with the next video, which will be in February 2025. And I'll give you an update on how we've got on in the Champions League. So thanks for watching. I'll see you then. Goodbye for now.